Our next guest is a talented young actress. She can be seen in a new motion picture entitled The Good Girl. It opens August 9th. Please welcome Zooey Deschanel, everyone. You look wonderful.
Thank you.
Do me a favor and others, and tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and what your life was like growing up, that kind of thing.
Okay, well, I'm from Los Angeles, but my dad's a cinematographer, so I went on location a lot as a kid, so I lived in a lot of different places.
All over the world?
All over the world. We lived in the Seychelles Islands.
Wow, fairly exotic, huh?
It's very exotic.
Where exactly are the Seychelles
Islands? The Seychelles Islands are off the east coast of Africa.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful?
It's beautiful. It's under a socialist dictatorship, though, so it's kind of difficult because people are listening to your phone conversations all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
How old were you when you were there?
7.
7 years old.
Yeah, and you know, things are scarce there because it's, you know, there's like not a lot of stuff. Consumerism is not.
Right.
And we had there's one store, and it pretty much carried everything. It was like a grocery store. It had clothes, and it had a video club in the back that had 2 videos. One was the second half of Gandhi, and the other one was This Is Spinal Tap. So.
Well, there you go. That's all you need to run a social asylum. As a kid, did you like this? Did you find it adventurous, or were you kind of...
Well, I mean, I hated it because I had to get shots, actually. And I had to get a typhoid shot to go to the Seychelles, and that kind of makes you sick. But you have to get 2 when you're a kid. So the first one I got, and I thought it was over with, and then I was tricked into going to the doctor again, and I was chased around a room for 45 minutes. I eluded him, but... And I tried to reason with him, but it didn't work.
Well, he was only trying to help, though.
He was only trying to help. I didn't realize what a horrible disease typhoid was, and that I didn't want to get it. I just didn't want to be pricked with him, you know. And
when you were a kid, where else did you live?
I lived on Yugoslavia, in Yugoslavia. Yeah, that was like the land of milk and honey after the Seychelles, because we went there right afterwards, and the Yugoslavian people are sort of interesting brand of people. They're still really angry about a war that happened like 400 years ago, I think. And they drink vodka all day long. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they wake up at 1 in the afternoon. Like, I wake up at 1 in the afternoon and I drink vodka, and then I have some paprika, and then I drink more vodka. And it usually goes on, it's like vodka, food, party, vodka, food, vodka, and then bed at 4.
Yeah. It sounds like could be a very pleasant way of life, I suppose.
It could be. I mean, it just depends on how much you like vodka.
Well, sure. Well, who doesn't like vodka?
Who doesn't, really?
Well, what about your schooling? How were you able to... Did you go to school every place you lived, or...?
Yeah, I mean, we went to the American school in London when we were there, and then I went to like a progressive high school and
what
progressive...
does that mean, a progressive high school? Is that a good thing?
It's a good thing. I mean, I did very well in high school, but in elementary school I was a terrible troublemaker, and I was in the office every day, and my teachers hated me, and I just actually went over all my report cards from when I was a kid, and they're all just scathing. My teachers just hated me. My 6th grade teacher told me I'd never make it through 7th grade.
Oh my God.
It's true. And so I was basically like in the office every day, and there's like a pentagonal fish tank, and I would just sit and watch the fishes like circulate. It was like an exercise in boredom. So it was. I mean, it was.
Were they worried for you? Did they make comments about you?
Well, they tried to get my parents to send me to a psychologist when I was in kindergarten, because I would take. Because I would take food from my lunch before it was time for lunch.
Now, that doesn't seem like a major psychological disorder.
God forbid. Yeah. I know. So they were like, Zooey takes food from her lunch, like at 10 a.m.
That would be a snack.
Yeah, that would be a snack, exactly.
Yeah. Now that you're older and you have a career, and I know it's very taxing working on films, and it seems like you've kind of done it all your life because of your father's experience and your experience.
Yes.
And when you have free time, what sort of things do you pursue? Do you have hobbies?
Oh, it's funny you should mention that, Dave, because I have a lot of hobbies.
Well, what do you know? I've hit pay dirt.
I like to, I sing, I play the ukulele, I play piano, baritone ukulele, excuse me, and I like to make color Xeroxes of things. I clip out pictures of Liza Minnelli and her husband from magazines, and I fax them to people.
Let's go back to the...
Anonymously.
Let's go back to the color Xerox.
Yeah.
What exactly are you Xeroxing? What are you copying?
Well, just funny pictures.
Oh, pictures.
I have a color Xeroxer at my house. Mm-hmm. It comes in handy. I make, collages, funny things, little anecdotes.
Are you living at a Kinko's? Is that how... How is that possible? You have a color Xeroxer.
I am living at a Kinko's. No,
well, you're a lovely young woman. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I hope you can come back and see us often.
I would love to
let's mention your movie.
It's called The Good Girl.
The Good Girl, and it opens August 9th.
August 9th.
August 9th. And you and also Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston, who's wonderful, and I love her.
Yeah, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Nice
Thank you.
Zooey Deschanel. Right there. We'll be right back.